But I do think it is worth investing your time into. The thing with blogs is that people are searching for something online. They're going to find your blog, and you might have your resource in it that you need. Whereas investing the time into Instagram or Facebook, which are great, Twitter, which I'll never understand. Investing into those, that's great, but that's more of a one and done. You put up a, hey, I've got this new product and it's in my store on Facebook, you may get an instant surge of traffic, but if you write a really detailed quality post about that product, people will continue to find it. So it is worth the time. And also the SEO, the search engine optimization, which is how whatever happens behind the scenes of Google, but if I'm looking for a resource on classroom organization, I put that in Google. The words that are in there are what's going to pull it up. So what blogging does versus just blasting it out on Facebook or something, it's welcoming people in. They're specifically looking for that. So, you know, you go into a store and it's like, oh, I'm just browsing, you know, versus when you actually need something. So it kind of works out that way. So here's some tips I found for trying to fit it all in. Schedule protected blocks of time. And I've definitely been guilty of piecing together here and there. What's worked for me the most, because it's never going to end, it's always going to be ongoing, is dedicating specific days to specific tasks. So for me, Monday is when I work on blog stuff. All day Monday, that's all I do. I don't create products. I don't do other things. That's my only focus. And if it's not Monday, I'm not working on it. And that has definitely helped. It also kind of helps you find that balance to kind of shut it off because it's not Monday. And by scheduling your posts ahead of time, if you can get just a little bit ahead, you can just work on it one day at a time. And then they'll start to trickle out on their own. All the things I've been doing kind of behind the scenes now are all set. So I have like all of July ready to go and it's just going to go up automatically. So, you know, working a little bit at a time, even if it's just for a couple hours at a time, however you do that. Set the scene. I've done it on the couch with the kids running around screaming. They're usually filled with typos. And so it's important to find an environment that's going to let you focus on getting done the writing. When I do a blog post now, I actually do all the text for it in Pages, which is basically Word type of thing, so that I'm not online when I'm doing it. I don't have all the distractions. I'm just focused on the writing. This picture here is my secret. We're actually remodeling our kitchen, and because we work from home, we've been living at Starbucks, hence my extreme shaky caffeine addiction at this point. I should just be a barista with the number of hours I've been spending there. But I found this, and I'll tell you, but I won't tell anyone in my town. This is my town library. I essentially have a free corner office on the 3rd floor overlooking a lake. It's a little study room that they have at the library, but there's no distractions. And there's little nooks like that all over the place. Libraries are great if you have a college or a community college near you. That's fantastic. But just trying to, and it's especially easy if you are dedicating one day a week to it or something along those lines. But just having that one spot where you're focused, where you're unplugged, where you have that time dedicated. Look beyond the single blog post. Oh my gosh, I used to be so guilty of this. What am I going to write about today? And then I'd write a post and get it up and I'd put it up, and then tomorrow, what am I going to write about today? Sketch out what you plan to do for as far out as you can. I created just an organizer, if you can see it. It's just has 1 through 31 to the days of the month, and I'll fill in where I'm going to write it. That gives me time to kind of research anything if I need to research it, really kind of think it through so I'm not writing it on the fly. But also, if you look into a series, if you're doing something on STEM, you don't need to do one post. Break it down into what are several different topics that I could be writing without it. Figure out how you can break it down. That's going to definitely save you time. I like the format of the strip, and then I have little check marks for Facebook, and if I've shared it on there, but a regular calendar works just as well. Set a timer. This helps. This is one of my favorites. You ever have this in your classroom? Love this. But this helps me. I keep it next to me. Again, it's as technical as I get with the cell phone, but I keep it next to me, and I'll say, all right, I'm going to work on this post, and I try to beat the clock. It's a little game I play with myself to keep me further focused so I'm not off task, especially if I am working at home and not my sweet corner office. And then the real secret I found is to batch all the tasks. And if you do this, this is the best thing you can do for product creation or anything else, because you'll find, and I actually included a template that I create that I use. You might want to customize one to make for yourself. these are all the different things that kind of go into taking that blog post from your brain and getting it online. And what I do is instead of tackling a post the way I used to tackle it, where one day I'll sit down and do it all, I'll think about, all right, this week I'm writing about guided math. These are the topics I'm going to write about, and I sit with the Pages document and I draft all the different posts for guided math. And then I figure out what I'm going to do for pictures, and I break out the camera once and take all the pictures, add the watermarks once. So everything I'm going to do for, usually I try to, when I was doing this big overhaul, I do a lot with classroom themes, and I just redid 40 posts from the past, and we chunked everything. My husband helped me with it into organizing the photos, adding the links, linking to TBT, redoing covers. It just saves you so much time because you are focused on that one specific thing. Those are the things that definitely cruise it along. So the blog content, how do I come up with the